Happy time zone, it's me Ivory and welcome to my gameplay diary. Now if you are tired of character customization feeling limited in life simulation games, don't worry because Paralives may have a solution for us all. Now the game is set to launch in just 37 days on December 8th for early access, and the dev team recently gave us a sneak peek of the Paramaker. I want to go over everything together just in case you miss any details through the video because there are so many exciting features coming our way. And not to tell you what to do or anything, but girl, like, prepare to be impressed, okay? The dev team dropped a teaser video the other day that shows us just how much freedom we're gonna have to customize our paras in the Paramaker. There are gonna be so many features that we'll have on launch day for face and body customization, outfits, hair, and accessories. From what I see, it comes together to make paras ooze and exude personality. Now, from my experience, this level of customization usually takes like maybe 50 gigabytes of custom content to achieve, but baby, this is just Paralives early access, okay? They are waiting on us at the door with these features. As someone who is a recovering custom content addict, I am really excited that all of these features are going to be in the game at early access. But enough yapping, let's go ahead and dive into what we can expect on December 8th. First, I would like to let you all know that I have made up my mind and I will be streaming Paralives on Twitch before work when it comes out. So if you want to show a little love to my Twitch channel, my gameplay diary, I would really appreciate that. One thing that immediately jumps out to me are the amount of presets that we're going to have in the Paramaker. And on top of that, the UI that we have to customize is actually mind-blowing. So you have your presets and then you're going to have ways to slide your features. You know, if you want to adjust the outer corner of the eye or the inner corner of the eye, there are different points, several points too, on the para where you can make adjustments. And from what I'm seeing here, you can click on these points and they're numerical sliders. Now, one thing that often gets tricky when you're creating characters in any life simulation game, any game, cozy games, what have you, when they're click and drag, is that sometimes it's like you feel like you don't have the control that you would want, or maybe like you just want to move it just a pinch and you're not able to. So the numerical values that you're able to apply to the different points on the para is going to allow so much control over how they look. Being able to adjust the numerical value of the position is just going to make, oh my goodness, it's just going to make things so much more easier and you're going to have so much control when you're making your paras. Now let's go back to the presets for a moment here. I noticed with the lips that there is so much diversity in lip shape, lip fullness, lip thickness, and I am really happy to see that. And no shade, there was somebody that made a short that I saw some weeks back saying that Paralives has like no diversity, and people are saying that online. Where do people them? Like, like where are the people that are saying this? There has been nothing in Paralives, like any of the media that they shared, that points to them having a lack of diversity. It's just really interesting to me that people are choosing to spread that propaganda, which I have not seen that online anywhere, when Paralives has consistently shown diversity. With the variety and presets that we have, people are going to be able to make paras that look like them from any different ethnic background, and that's really important and special to me. Same thing with skin tones and the body presets and eye color. You can add your own skin tone swatches because we have a color wheel. And from the body presets, I'm seeing athletic, I'm seeing thin, I'm seeing curvy. There is so much opportunity to represent different people. Anybody that says otherwise may or may not have needed a check that month from YouTube, because there's nothing in this that screams lack of diversity. But enough on that. The last thing that I want to talk about for the face and body customization is pretty niche, but if you love 3D modeling like I do, I'm not, you know, the most talented, I'm just a hobbyist, but look at the topology on this para. The topology on the paras is so clean, it's so good, and this lets me know that when it comes to facial animations, we are going to get some really expressive paras. When you have 3D objects, if the topology is a little bit funky in certain areas, it causes animations to be a little bit wonky. So the fact that this topology is just, oh my goodness, it's so clean, it's so perfect. And we already got to see some talking animations, so I'm confident that a lot of the facial expressions that paras make are not going to be uncanny. They're going to look really good because their topology is just perfect. I'm also very impressed with the clothing in Paramaker. I see that we are going to have 4 outfits when it launches for early access: casual, work, sports, and pajamas. 4 outfit categories is a good starting spot for Paramaker. Now, when it comes to clothing, I am seeing so many options to choose from. We have shirts, we have pants, wide leg pants, skinny leg pants, shorts, skirts, bathing suits. Like, there's so much in here. I see we're gonna have sneakers, boots, loafers, heels, sandals, slippers, and costume shoes, elf shoes. Like, is that costume wear? Because I know they have some like wonky, weird items in the game, which I personally am gonna love. Speaking of shoes, I am thoroughly impressed with the amount of freedom that we're gonna have in customizing items. Looking at this one pair of sneakers, I'm seeing that we are able to change 4 different sections for the color, and we could pick any color we want. So in theory, you should like never get bored with making paras. Another really unique feature that I noticed with the clothing in Paramaker, when you have a clothing item that has layers, so maybe it's a jacket or a cardigan with a shirt underneath, you can change the shirt that is underneath that item. So they have this biker cut off like jacket, and you can select long sleeves, short sleeves, crop top. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit dazzled, you know? Maybe I don't want my para to wear a long top. Maybe I want her to wear a cardigan and a little cutoff bra, a little v-neck, you know, a little sexy situation. I can do that. If it's one thing about Life Simmers, we thrive on being able to customize stuff. So if you usually take like an hour and a half to make a character, set your expectations a little bit higher. I feel like with Paramaker, we're all going to be spending 3 to 4 hours making a character, and I love that. That's really exciting to me. Now for the accessories in Paramaker, again, I feel like I'm going to be saying this with everything in this video, but the accessories got a little roused out of me. I got a little excited because there are so many of them. I'm saying that we're going to have bracelets, rings, piercings, earrings, necklaces, also nails and toenails. There are even medical accessories. I even see a clown nose in here, so if anybody wants to turn their ex into a para, the clown nose, you could definitely do that. Before I dive into talking about hair, I just want to call out how beautiful the UI of Paramaker is. I am a sucker for a good, clean UI. I don't like anything that's too cluttered, that doesn't make sense. And the Paramaker UI has a very clean balance of having a lot of character while also being clean, which is very important. Like you can have a stylized UI, but baby, when there's too much going on, like you're gonna piss me off. Like when like I can't see what I'm doing, where things are clogging up the screen, that is just so frustrating to me. So if this is like the final version of the UI, I really hope they don't make too many changes to it, because overly cluttered UI with like too much nonsense, just, oh my goodness, it never sits well with me. Now let's go on to hair. And with hair, I want to address eyebrows first. As a person born with immaculate eyebrows, I've had amazing eyebrows my whole life. Eyebrows are very important to me, okay? So to see the amount of detail that went into the eyebrows, you have presets that you can use. There are also 3 different points on the eyebrow where you can make some adjustments. One more thing, I want to talk about eyelashes, and I do see that we have 5. I like that there is different varieties, from finer lashes to fuller lashes, some that are a little bit longer. I would like to see an eyelash that clearly looks like fake lashes. The other 2, I know some people might be like, well, those are a bit more dramatic. No, the girls that get it, and those don't look like falsies. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm on my own island, but I would love to see an eyelash that clearly looks like it's glued down. Okay, like a very false lash, you know, something longer. She might look like she might flutter away. So it would be nice to see that in the Paramaker. Now let's talk about one of the Paramaker heavy hitters, and that is the hair section. We have a variety of hair in the Paramaker, and I see everything from a boosie fade to a blunt bob to some longer flowy hair. So many people are going to be able to make paras that has hair just like them. Whether you have straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, coily hair, no matter what game you're playing, hair is often something that's like hit or miss in games. You also don't see a lot of coily hair, or you know, what people will call afro texture hair, tightly curled hair. You don't get to see that often. There's just so much variety and so many different hairs to choose from, and it genuinely makes me happy as somebody that's been playing life simulation games my whole life. I'm glad that there is going to be a generation of like young life simmers that are going to be able to truly make and express themselves in this game, because that's something that I wasn't able to do as a youngin growing up playing life sims. So I'm happy that, you know, there's a generation that's just going to skip out on, why can't I make somebody that looks like me, from the hair to the skin tones to the facial features. Not to go too deep on the tangent, but again, it makes me really happy that so many people are going to be able to see themselves in this game. And if you feel like everything I'm saying here is way too good to be true, check out this video from Paralives just in case you missed it. The Paramaker is rooted in features that will allow you to make a realistic character, of course, in, you know, the style of Paralives, but I see things like facial acne, under eye circles. Hell, I'm wondering if they got cellulite. Like, can I give my parents cellulite? Like, what else can we do? We also have tattoos, and it's just amazing that we can go into that level of detail of customization for these paras. Speaking of tattoos, I really like that you can see the UI of that body part where you're placing the tattoo. And that's just like the 2D view of the 3D objects. So it allows you to fine tune and place it where you want it, which is really impressive. Honestly, so much in this Paramaker, I highly doubt that it's going to leave people unsatisfied. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'm curious to know what you think about character creation and Paramaker. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to support me as a creator, you can do so by leaving this video a like and a hype, as it helps me out on YouTube. You can also support me by becoming a channel member if you would like to continue to support me through my daily upload journey. Other than that, thank you again for watching. Remember to stay hydrated, be kind to yourself, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye. Can't wait till we play Paralives, cozy vibes with Ivory.